The love for all living creatures is the most noble attribute of man. The most important factor in survival is neither intelligence nor strength, but adaptability. It is always advisable to perceive clearly our ignorance. A man who dares to waste 1 hour of time has not discovered the value of life. We stopped looking for monsters under our bed when we realized that they were inside us. We are optimists until we are not. Free will is to mind what chances to matter. Much love, much trial. But what an utter desert is life without love. The very essence of instinct is that it's followed independently of reason. Building a better mousetrap merely results in smarter mice. It is not the strongest of the species that survives, not the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is the most adaptable to change. The more one thinks, the more one feels the hopeless immensity of man's ignorance. A moral being is one who is capable of reflecting on his past actions and their motives, of approving of some and disapproving of others. A scientific man ought to have no wishes, no affections, a mere heart of stone. Ignorance more frequently begets confidence than does knowledge. Blushing is the most peculiar and most human of all expressions. Great is the power of steady misrepresentation. The shield may be as important for victory as the sword or spear. If the misery of the poor be caused not by the laws of nature, but by our institutions, great is our sin. Intelligence is based on how efficient a species became at doing the things they need to survive. The highest possible stage in moral culture is when we recognize that we ought to control our thoughts. An American monkey, after getting drunk on brandy, would never touch it again, and thus is much wiser than most men. To kill an error is as good a service as, and sometimes even better than, the establishing of a new truth or fact. In the long history of humankind, and animal kind too, those who learn to collaborate and improvise most effectively have prevailed. Besides love and sympathy, animals exhibit other qualities connected with the social instincts, which in us would be called moral. Man, in his arrogance, thinks himself a great work, worthy of the interposition of a deity. More humble, and I believe truer, to consider him created from animals. There is no fundamental difference between man and animals in their ability to feel pleasure and pain, happiness and misery. We can allow satellites, planets, suns, universe, nay whole systems of universe, to be governed by laws. But the smallest insect, we wish to be created, at once, by special act. Thank you for watching, and for supporting us.